Hi.
Hi.
You caught us.
You.
You caught us at the bar. If you are watching and listening to a very special Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks, I'm Mike Morales here behind the bar, behind the stick. This gentleman out here is
Alex Perez. You're watching us in Southern California. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and for subscribing if you haven't done that already. In fact, if you like what you see so far, give us a like on Instagram.
Sure.
On Instagram, wherever you're watching us on YouTube. But today, we are going to taste and dissect Dos Caras. Let me see if I can tilt that so you folks can see that. We have some great lighting so I can play with it a little bit. Dos Caras is a brand new tequila. At this moment, we are filming this, recording this in late October, and it will roll out in the fall. My information says November. So nobody's had this before. It doesn't matter what you see on anybody else's website. Nobody's tasted this juice before except us. We are the first ones to get a.
We just had this. We just had the Blanco, which was stellar.
Oh, beautiful. Oops. I may have had
Oops.
a few. I may have had a little bit. I couldn't help myself. I don't see Alex all the time. It's like, and he says, "Oh, you gotta try it." It's like, wow, look at the color on this thing from the bottom. The bottle's clear, okay, but look at the color on on that.
Beautiful color.
And it looks like the gold coloring that you see on the box. We nominated Brand of Promise for the Blanco.
Box.
The packaging is outstanding. The detail, the attention to detail is just beautiful. Alex, before I finish all this, why don't you do the honors?
Do the honors.
Yeah, it's an 80 proof, 40 ABV. Yes, I will take it in a Riedel. That's right, because I'm on the road, so I do have Riedels that I carry with. Not the at this. Oh my God! Look at the. Did you see the bubbles on that? The lingering bubbles on it.
Yes.
Wow! Look.
Like shampoo.
Yeah. Look at. I have lingering bubbles in a Reposado. That is so rare.
Oof.
Look at that! Look at that! He's got bubbles. It's some tequilas are just not. You don't expect them. You get them in mezcal, you get them in raicilla, and all the other. And usually at higher proof. But so I'm using a Riedel with a stem. Alex is using the handy dandy Glencairn.
Just like the Blanco, I came up to say hello.
Yeah.
As soon as you open up the bottle, the essence is just out there.
And the funny thing is, this is like 2/3 gone. Sorry, but it still maintains its character. That's what I'm saying. It gets even better as it goes through the bottom of the glass, to the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, the legs and tears.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if I can kind of handle my Riedel with on the stem, and you can see the legs and tears. Same beefy legs and tears that we received on the Blanco.
Beautiful nose.
Great. The alcohol is still there.
So I'm getting baking spice notes.
Yes.
But still very clean, same as the Blanco.
Yeah, there's not. Like I said, it's brand new. So for those of you who care, no, they're not using additives. But you probably won't see that seal of verification on anything. And like I said, the tequila is so new, you may not have seen it on the market yet, but it's coming, and it's coming your way hard. Oh man,
beautiful nose.
It's been a while since I've used a Riedel, and I forget that the Riedel, you really have to dig in. But the thing is, even with the character in this tequila, it's coming through even in the Riedel. The Riedels now have a tendency for me to mute a little bit of the nose, especially in a Reposado, even though they were designed. The original Riedel was designed for Reposados, so this should be its sweet spot.
Yeah, I'm still getting the
nice lime clean, zest.
Yes,
I'm getting lime. I'm getting like lime. Like on one side, I got the caramel almost at the beginning after you poured it. Caramel, more like whiskey notes a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting like it's a little bit of dried fruit.
Yeah.
Just hints.
I'm not so sure. I believe that they are using used barrels, but I'm not sure if they're reused or once used, which legally a whiskey barrel can only be used once, bourbon or whiskey, and then they go on the secondary market. The color, due to the color that I'm getting, I'm going to say it's only been used once. Once used, so virtually virgin.
I'm ready to dig in.
Yeah, let's go.
Mm.
You know, I'm still getting a lot of the Blanco characteristics. It's almost as if the barrel notes were secondary, and that's weird because it's got a bright yellow color. You notice from the bottle to my glass, the colors are very true. This is not a tinted bottle. I was expecting more of the barrel notes. Not that that's a bad thing. I mean, obviously the agave is like the star of the show.
It is a star. I am actually getting some good barrel.
Okay. What were you getting?
I'm getting the like I mentioned before, the dried fruit. I'm getting some good vanilla, good vanilla.
Good vanilla, not fake vanilla. Okay,
you can obviously tell.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not. It still has the same. It still goes in sweet. It still has that. I think that the explosion, the slight pepper explosion now has turned into like a bit of a cinnamon, maybe.
Yes.
Or like a spicy hot.
I just got that.
Not super spicy hot, but just enough to make it interesting.
This is a beauty. I can tell now
Centinela.
Why?
Yeah,
this is almost gone.
I know. I work late nights. Okay, that's my problem.
I don't usually hide them from yourself.
I do. I actually some of these I have to I put them away somewhere because especially if I know I'm going to come to see Alex like once a month or
this is really good. I'm such a big fan of Reposados now.
Well, it's so well done because a Reposado, and I've said this before, for years. A Reposado you can either make a really good one or you can mess it up. You know, some
were kind of like the stepchild, the in between.
Yeah,
before.
Yeah, but now they're very deliberate. You know, with the making of Reposados. The legs and tears are just gorgeous. Look at that on that glass, man. Oh my goodness! It just snakes all the way down to the bottom.
You know, just like the Blanco, this is very elegant. You know, this is an elegant Reposado.
Yeah, I believe so. So again, my information said that the Blanco would be anywhere between about $50, maybe a little bit more. I'm looking at I think you're looking at $55, $60 for the Repo, which is again, we're in the middle of a agave crunch, and if you're making this kind of quality, it better be worth it. And I say right now, all day long. There you go. Look at it. He's prepared now. No, you
do the honors. Do the honors.
You do the honors.
I'll say it's
your stick.
Brand of promise.
It's a brand of promise nominee, folks, in the Reposado category. I'm not sure, since we have limited information. No matter what any of the websites out there will tell you, this has not been tasted up until right now. When you see this video, we're the first ones to actually have bottles and taste it.
That just gets better and better.
Does the box tell you anything about how long they're aged? Because I forgot to ask. I don't have that information in front of me. I will just surmise that it's a once used barrel because of the color, and I would say probably no more than 6 months. You would need to rest it. But
it could be. It could be.
Could be wrong.
It could be.
The retro nasal.
Yeah.
All kinds of agave.
It could even be a used barrel.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
More than once.
You think so?
With this color, yeah.
Because usually, if it's a more distressed barrel, the color gets fainter and fainter.
Right.
This is much brighter. See, and that's why I'm saying that I think this is a fairly new barrel, which means it was used only once. And like you said,
especially with the notes.
Yeah, with the notes. We've had tequilas in virgin barrels. Virgin never had any kind of oak barrels, never had any kind of juice in it, but tequila. And they're normally pulled out after 3 months because they still want the wood character, but they don't want it
any darker.
They don't want, well, if they're agave growers, they want that agave to shine. And like, for instance, Carrera, for those of you who have seen our Carrera review, those are virgin barrels that have never had juice poured into them. So they pull them out because it doesn't need a whole lot of time in that barrel. And because they're agave camarenas or agave growers, that branch of all the camarenas are agave growers, all of them. And so they want their agave to shine. That's so I'm thinking that's the because that Blanco is stellar.
Yeah.
And you're getting the same kind of quality, you're getting the same characteristics coming out of this Reposado. So I say I agree with you, Brand of Promise nominee. Lovely tequila. Can you mix it? Yeah, I nah. And he's the cocktail guy, obviously, right? Because we're behind his bar.
Well,
so.
if it's for yourself,
oh yeah,
why not?
Yeah,
Make an old fashioned out of it.
Could. That's what I ask you. Now there's an añejo coming up, folks. Wait till you see this one.
Sure, but I mean, it's beautifully just on its own.
Yeah.
Why complicate yourself?
See, there you go. That's our review on Dos Caras. Again, let me get the ins and outs very quickly. It is 80 proof, 40 ABV. It is made at Compañía Tequilera de Arandas, NOM 1460. And Dos Caras, if you look at that's really cool, the skull head of it. And the original picture here, that gentleman there is a family ancestor. Okay, I believe it's the great-grandfather, I believe, of the family that has this tequila. They have a little saying here, patience savored. And I got to tell you,
it tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes awesome. So there you go. That's our take on Dos Caras Reposado. Stick with us because we've got the añejo, which I promise I have not touched. All right, that's the one that I actually hid from me. All right, and I'm looking forward to it because that'll be my first taste of the Repo. So I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. This gentleman here is
I'm Alex Perez. Thanks for watching, and as always, sip wisely.